Yeah, see, if you're going to start up a business, some of the things that probably really matter. First, most of us confuse need and demand. The fact that there's a need for something doesn't mean there's a demand. Demand is when people are willing to pay a price. So the biggest challenge is really that. Okay, most of the time when you start up, you see that, okay, hey, here's the unmet need, and you feel you can go for it. Very often, that's really where the bottleneck is. Okay, you may have a need, people are not willing to pay for it. You see that, for example, typically in rural healthcare, in many of the other sectors, and especially too for social enterprises. One thing that we need to watch out for. The second piece pretty much is, in general, especially in India, we see a huge population. We'll generally assume there's a big market. What we don't quite realize is what's the cost to acquire a customer. Okay, and most businesses that I've seen, they really fail, okay, because the cost of acquisition of a customer is very high. So for example, even if it's a .com, for you to acquire a customer, you may spend north of about 3,000, 4,000 rupees, even on the internet media. And that costs a packet. And most businesses, they break down when they try to do that. That's probably the second piece. The third piece is, it's not good enough for you to just have a product. You also need to have a complete ecosystem in terms of, be it your HR, be it your financial support, be it your legal team, and be it your sales and distribution. Very often, people build this as an afterthought. It doesn't quite work that way. These are probably the three biggest things that you need to take care of before you really start off.